Well, for the first time in 6 years, I've dropped down from two phones to one phone. That's a big step for me. Now, I know it sounds a bit crazy and sounds a bit ridiculous to everyone else who's watching this, or most of the people out there watching this at least. But for me, it's a big deal. For the past 6 years, I've carried two phones, an Android phone and an iPhone. But now I'm just dropping down to the one, and it is a big step. I've noticed a lot of changes. Over 6 years, you get used to having two phones. So it sounds ridiculous, it sounds like overkill, it sounds like twice as much as what most people need, but you do get used to it. And there's a lot of times where it does come in handy. For example, if I'm on the phone to someone and they want to tell me to look something up, what am I going to look it up on? If they want to give me some bank details and I need to jot them down, who has a pen and paper? I write it down. I've got to go and get a piece of pen and paper. It's inefficient. It's more efficient to just pull out the S Pen if I'm on the iPhone or just go to notes if I'm on the Android phone. There's a lot of these things and a lot of scenarios on a daily basis where having two phones genuinely is useful. And I appreciate it's hard to understand when you're in the point of view of just having the one phone. The best way I could describe it to you is if you drop down to no phones. So if you're used to carrying a smartphone with you on a daily basis and you drop down to no phones at all, how hard is that going to be? If I want to take a picture of my phone, which I do, check out my Instagram channel at Pedder_YT, and you'll see pictures of my phone a lot. Follow me on Twitter at Pedder_tech, and you're going to see a lot of pictures of my phones. Even when I share wallpapers, I like to share wallpaper like showing it on the phone, on device, rather than just a screenshot. It looks better, it feels nicer. I don't have a camera. I use my phone for everything. Or phones, plural. When I'm on hold, I'll be scrolling Twitter and Instagram. If I need to jot something down, look something up, or send a message while I'm on the phone, I got that. It feels awkward and cumbersome to go down from two phones to one, just as it would if you started carrying two phones. It feels weird and strange at first, but then you get used to it, just like you do everything else. When you've got something in your life like a smartphone, you look at someone without a smartphone, someone with a Nokia 3310, someone with a Nokia 3310. I'm sure there's some people out there still rocking that phone. And you think, how can they cope with that phone? How can they cope without being able to go online and tweet and take pictures? But they do, and you did too, a while ago, granted. And now you're used to not having that because you have a smartphone. You're used to, if you're my generation, checking Facebook and MySpace, Instagram, Twitter didn't really exist then, but checking them when you got home. So you could text when you were out, and that was it. And you get home, and then you go through your social media, and then you check emails. And in a way, yes, that was kind of freeing, but you're used to doing it now on your smartphone, just like I'm used to having two phones. So going down to the one phone was a big, bold step for me. And I had a choice. After carrying an iPhone and an Android phone for the last 6 years running, I could either go Team Apple and fall into the Apple ecosystem, or I can go Team Android and fall into the Android ecosystem. And for me, it was only one winner. It was always going to be Android, no question about it. Mainly because of this. My Android phone of choice for the last 4 phones I had, Note 8, Note 9, Note 10, and now the Note 20 Ultra. I don't know how I will cope if the Note ceases to exist, but maybe one day we'll find out. So it's goodbye iPhone, and it's down to just one phone guy. So after my first few days of just having the one phone, it felt weird. I would get in the car and go, I've left one of my phones in the house, and I'd have that panic of, where's my phone? And then I'd realise, no, I haven't, it's fine, it's all good. I'm a one phone guy now. This is my one phone, the one that's in the holder, the one with maps on, it's fine. Look at that sunset, no, I can't take a picture of that. Not that I would while driving, but of course, you know, if I'm at some red lights, then maybe. But I constantly felt like I've lost something, like I've misplaced something. I felt off balance as well. Having a phone in each pocket kind of like keeps me... Maybe I'll topple sideways now. Phones are that big and that heavy and I just have one on one side in one pocket. Maybe I'll just start leaning this way because of the weight weighing me down. Maybe I need a ballast in the other pocket. Who knows? We'll see how I get on. I'm sure you'll notice a difference in my social media feeds, but wish me luck. If you haven't noticed a difference, if you don't even follow me, then you're stupid. What you're playing at. Go onto Instagram, go onto Twitter, follow the links down below and come say hello. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to find out how to get on with the one phone. And I'll see you in the next video. I love you. Don't ever leave me.